Hello, welcome to PerazzoBrothersGaming. This is Joseph. I am stealing this half episode from Thomas. As I was watching his first 4 episodes, I was just watching it, and every time he would do something, I'd be like yelling in my head to do it a different way. Felt like I was watching Dora the Explorer, and I was like, "No, it's right there. Just use the load balancer. Do this, do that." Made me want to play this game so much. And so then I watched about 4 episodes of his stuff, and then I started playing Shapez for my first time. Played for about 7 hours the other day, and happened to get right up to the level that he was making videos of. So I'm going to do a little base tour just so you can see how my base is different from Thomas's, but also just some of my philosophies on the game. If we see right around this hub area, we got a lot of just old stuff that is still pumping in. In fact, some of this stuff is just dead because I had to cut off the green because I needed more green to make teal over here. But I found in this game that transmission times are negligible. What really matters is the times of using things like the cutter, the splitter, the painter, the adder. And so I will just ship in something from all the way over here. And that's less effort than trying to clean up my hub area and try to do everything in as little space as possible. So that's a little bit of my philosophy on the game. So let's take a tour. Oh boy, did I break something? No, it'll be okay if I did. So let's start with, let's go north first. When I first saw this shape here, you see him coming down this conveyor belt, or it's pinned on my sidebar, I thought, wow, that's not any of the standard shapes. I'm going to have to combine stuff to make that shape. Turns out you can just import it from elsewhere. But I had a fun job chopping things into these little squares, taking these squares over here and making the shape myself. It's quite fun. This is a lot of what I like about shapes. It's just the building and the way this looks. I love in Shapez, what really made this game come alive for me is this achievement upgrade system. And that's not going to be very visual, or like I'm not going to be able to show you a lot, but when I started using it, I just had side goals. The mission statement would say make these things, make circles with points and white circles, whatever they're called. And I would say, well, I really got to get around to pinwheels first. Or I need more of these red circles. Nothing ever asked me to make red circles, but the upgrade system. And so then I felt like I was always working on tasks that I wanted at my own time frame. Additionally, this is some of my closest blue. So if we follow this blue, we're going to see the core of my system. When I first needed blue, I pumped it in here. You can see I shaved some of it off to make these blue circles, and the rest keeps going. It comes down here and it comes into my teal machine. Teal is a super useful resource for me, simply because I use it to make white, and I had to use it for several different things. I built this whole color combining of the blue and the greens right here, and it is one of my favorite builds. I'm going to build things just like this all the way around my base, but the ability to just combine the two, have it so compact, this is really cool. If I ever need to use two colors, I combine two colors, I come over here, grab this, and copy and paste it. So the teal comes over here. It goes 2 ways. One of the ways, it comes around here, all the way up here into some stuff that's a little dead right now. I've left the things so that I can hook them back up if I ever want to. but I don't need any more teal stars right now, and I don't need any more of these teal stars that had green circles on them. Looks like I've even broken the green circle stuff. I probably broke it to make this here. I'd guess. Oh no, it was just pumped in from this green. Stole this green to make more teal. But I currently don't need these shapes. I like to leave this around just in case I do want any of it. I can just hook it back up. I can just hook back in. Well, there's just green sitting in that load balancer. But I can hook back in the green. This will start working again. I can hook back in the blue. I'll make purple again here. You'll see dead stuff like that all around my base. And it's simply because someday you might need it. Same thing with these watermelon stuff. I don't need watermelon right now, but it's just running because someday maybe I will. And I really like the watermelon color. Can't really see them. These little watermelon shapes, I think they're adorable. Okay, so moving on to more important parts of my base. We have here's where I make purple for some purple squares that I'm currently need for an upgrade path. This right here is just a highway. If I'm building anything, I'll stick it on this highway and it'll come this way. This is some dead stars that I can reconnect anytime I want. Or I could reconnect this here. This used to be like this. And the highway will take it away. Right now, I don't need these, but I really love the design I have here. In fact, this is a good example of, I always say if I put things 3 away, I can just import one thing from one side and another from the other thing that I'm combining comes in from the other side. And you can see I tunnel under the bridge, I load balance to feed in and go into the next tunnel. So this feeds all the way across, and this is what I use in every design I have, is this shape. There's not a ton left for us to view. Let's see. There is, like I said earlier about import costs, I found this shape that I was building originally, and as I needed more of it, I just started pumping it in. So this is where I pump in the shape from. I color it, I turn it, and then I pump it all the way to where I decided to, I pump my white circles up from. And then I have this long list of combining. Currently don't have enough white circles coming in to fully utilize the capacity I have. But I love, this is such a good game. I'm not sure I showed you. These white circles, I use them a lot, so I'm trying to make as many as I can. They come in from right next to the white paint. I build them all here. This is a very important part of my design. And like I said, the teal was super important to my design because the teal gets used and just makes a ton of white right here. In fact, so much that I need to start making more teal. And because I was running out of that in my white generation. You know, I'm trying to figure out, I'm having some slowdowns. I don't have slowdowns in my white paint because this is some of the more important paint I have. Thinking about throwing a bank in somewhere, maybe right here. And then at the very least, I'll be generating white paint, even if I can't use it as fast as that. Okay. Last thing to look at is my pinwheels. I hope you've been having fun. I hope you've been having a good time. Um, and if you haven't, that's okay. You don't have to watch our videos. Um, we'll be fine either way. But we appreciate you watching. Um, after I watched all four Thomas's four first videos, I played all this, and then I've watched his more recent content, and I'm realizing that I should paint these afterwards. But sadly, I didn't know that when I first started. So if we come down here, I always paint the shape first. Here, I paint a lot of these, and then I use them. My first design for a pinwheel machine, still up and running. It had 4 imports. I felt like this was a more compact and more copyable design. So this is a design that I copy to keep my pinwheel generation going. And in fact, as I needed more supply, I've copied it several more times right up here. In fact, so many times that I had to import more red things because I was running out of supply by this point. But we at PerazzoBrothersGaming highly recommend Shapez. Shapez is a fun game that was just a great puzzle, and it's a great opportunity to really think and build. I hope you have a wonderful day.